Explorers, Keto Explorer here, and I'm back for another Aruba travel guide video. But this time we're going to talk about the food and the drinks. So make sure you watch all the way to the end so you can see a lot of different places where you can find local eats and local drinks in Aruba. And before we do, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. It is free for you to do so. And here on my channel, I talk about all things travel and sustainability. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Now, let's get into today's video. Let's talk about the first restaurant that I enjoyed while in Aruba, which is Burt's place at Arashi Beach. I ended up at this place at the end of the ATV tour, and I'm so glad I did. I was highly pleased of the food. Now, when you go on to Burt's place, it is a small restaurant, and they do have waiters and waitresses kind of standing out away from the cash register to take your order, or you can go up to the cashier to place your order. Regardless, you still have to stand in the line to pay for your order. Eventually, your order will be called out, and then you can go find wherever you can to sit or take your food out on the beach. The only thing that sucked is that the kitchen is very small, so it took a long time to get my food, which I ended up getting calamari and fries. They were really good, and it was a lot of calamari and fries, but it took so long. It probably took most of the time that we were there for me to get my food, so I ended up having to take it with me. But that's fine, they had it in a box for me to take it to go. But it was definitely a nice little meal, and it was great that it was right at the beach if you want to go to Arashi Beach and enjoy your food while you're there. Next up, you definitely need to go to O'Neill Caribbean Kitchen. This restaurant is located in San Nicolas in their downtown area, and oh my gosh, the food was so good. O'Neill Kitchen has like a lot of flavors of Jamaica and some local dishes and kind of just all Caribbean flair at this restaurant. When I got there, I was lucky to get there when I did because there was no one there when I first got there. And all of a sudden a rush of people came in. The restaurant ended up being full by the time I left, and they have indoor and outdoor seating. I actually ended up asking my waitress what was the recommended meals and drinks. And so I ended up getting this Caribbean favorite or a local favorite, and it was so good. It was very flavorful, and I definitely enjoyed, and I was definitely stuffed when I left O'Neill Caribbean Kitchen. But definitely go to San Nicolas and go to that restaurant. It will be worth your travel over there. Next up is Faro Blanco restaurant. This restaurant is actually Italian food, and it is located near the California Lighthouse, so up on the hill right next to the lighthouse. Actually, the building that this restaurant is located in actually used to be the whatever the guy is called that runs the lighthouse. It used to be his house. So it's definitely very gorgeous, and it has nice views. I went at night, so it was dark and I couldn't see out, but I had went to the lighthouse during the day, so I know there are great views from the restaurant. Now, I went there for my birthday, and the restaurant was pretty crowded when I went, so it's definitely a must to make a reservation. If you do not drive while you're there, because I don't drive when I'm on vacation, there are taxis, but make sure that before you leave the restaurant, you ask them to order a taxi for you, and they will call taxis to come. The food there was amazing. The portions were huge. I ended up taking food back to my hotel with me because I could not finish it all, but it was all delicious, very flavorful. I really enjoyed it. The wine was great. The dessert was incredible, and they actually, when they know it's your birthday, they come out and sing to you, and they have this whole thing with sparklers and everything to celebrate your birthday. The one thing of attack at this restaurant was that hermit crabs came out from the bushes after the waiter poured Parmesan cheese on top of my food, and the wind had blew some off. So don't get a table near the bushes if you go to Faro Blanco. But other than that, the service was great and the food was great at this restaurant. Next up is Big Mama's restaurant. I can't remember if that's the full correct name. I'll put it down below if it's not. But this restaurant is located at Baby Beach. So again, just like Burt's place at Arashi Beach, you can get your food and actually take your food out on the beach. They have a wonderful option when you walk up to enter the hostess stand that you can actually order your food there to go, so you can take it to the beach, or you can ask to be seated or ask to go sit at the bar. So they have a variety of options, and it is a pretty big restaurant right there on the beach. I ended up sitting at the bar and I had pretty great service. I was able to get me a drink, I was able to order food, and I kept it pretty simple. I got chicken tenders and fries. Kept it simple. I was just indecisive. I was like, I'm just gonna go with this. And it was still really good. It took a little bit of time for it to come out, but not too much. So I was able to actually get my food, eat it, and then still go to the beach and enjoy my time on the beach. Also, they do have restroom facilities there at the beach, and it does cost to use the restrooms there, but if you actually go to the restaurant, Big Mama's restaurant, you can use your receipt as a way to get into the bathroom. So if you show your receipt, you can go into the restroom at no charge. But the food is really great there, and I love that you can order to go to the beach, and just great service. And I love their outfits because they were dressed up as the Flintstones at this restaurant. Next up is Lucy's in Oranjestad. It is right across the street from the Marina Hotel of the Renaissance Wind Creek Resort. And this was such a convenient option because I didn't know what I wanted to eat, and I didn't want to go to the steakhouse. I didn't feel like walking over to the other hotel. And I was like, hey, I want to go over to Lucy's. Lucy's is a huge restaurant and it's open air. So you're going to get those nice breezes. You can sit on one side where you can actually see out into the harbor and see where the boats are at, or you can sit on the other side and you can see things happening along the street, or you can just sit in the restaurant at the bar, or you can sit at the restaurant and watch the TV, which is what I did. They actually had the NBA playing when I was in there. They have a pretty big menu, a wide variety of options, and they have a interesting drink, which I was like, I know that can't be real, but then I was informed it is real. They have like an alcoholic drink like with a scorpion in it. That wasn't for me, so I didn't get that. But if you are that adventurous, you can go and try a scorpion shot of some nature at Lucy's. But the food was good. It was just a lot of food, but I was starving. I hadn't eaten that much. It was my first night there, and I just stuffed it down, but it was really good. Now, if you are staying at the Renaissance Wind Creek, definitely go over to the island and have lunch at Papagayo Bar and Grill at some point during your stay. The food was incredible at this restaurant. I would probably say this was probably one of my favorite places to eat while I was there. And my waiter was so cool. As soon as I sat, it's self-seating at this restaurant. And as soon as I sat down, my waiter came over and he asked what I wanted to drink. And I was like, hey, I want to try a local beer. And he was like, hold on, I already know what you should try. And he runs over and he gets this beer, this local beer, and it has mangoes in it. I don't like beer, but this beer was good. It was so good. And it's nice to try a local drink. When I went to order my food, I really wanted this flatbread pizza. They had a jerk chicken pizza, or barbecue jerk chicken pizza. And I was really intrigued. I'm like, jerk barbecue? I love barbecue chicken pizza, but now it's jerk, intrigued. And he was like, you know what? Do you want to add pepperoni? We can add pepperoni on it. He was like, it's really good. He sold me on the pepperoni and it was really good. I couldn't finish it all in that sitting for lunch, but when I got to the pool a few hours later, I definitely pulled that pizza out and ate the rest of it before the day was over because it was really, really good. Also, the pizza came with like this jalapeno dipping sauce, which kind of was more like a ranch with like kind of a jalapeno flavor, but it wasn't like super spicy. But I don't take spicy as some other people would, so just be cautious with that. But it does come on the side, or at least make sure you ask for it because mine came on the side. But it was really a great experience. And sitting there at the restaurant, you could just look out at the beach at Iguana Beach and see all the action and just get all the ocean breeze as you sat there at Papagayo. Now, the last two places I'm going to talk to you about, they do not have food. Their specialty is drinks only. So the first place I want to talk about is Apotek. Apotek is a speakeasy, kind of a hidden speakeasy and not hidden. It's also named after the word from the Dutch for pharmacy. So when you go into this speakeasy, you actually are ordering a prescription. And it is an amazing experience. So they have an area where you go up and look at the board and you can see what prescription you need for your illness. I ended up ordering something for the Day of the Dead drink, which was incredible. But they also have special cocktails. They have other things in their menu if you do not want those prescribed drinks on the board. But I thought that was a very nice flavor to go in and have this hidden speakeasy. You do have to press a button to get into the building, but as soon as you walk in, it's right there. It has like kind of this old 20s vibe inside of it. It's dark. Smoke may come out every once in a while, but it's really good. And the waiters there were excellent and entertaining as well. And the last place I want to mention is Hoya. I learned about Hoya from one of the workers at the Renaissance Wind Creek Resort, and she walked me back behind the Marina Hotel, and she is like, if you want a great mojito, to go to Hoya. I remember that. Thank you, girl. Went over to Hoya and I definitely ordered a mojito, and it was so fresh and it was so good. It was so refreshing after spending a day out wandering around Aruba. It was definitely great. And they actually had some swings there. They had nice music playing. They had a little, like a DJ actually playing music. So it was really nice. And it's just kind of like a kiosk in the middle of their downtown area of Oranjestad. And you can sit along the sides of it, or they do have some tables kind of situated a little bit away from the actual kiosk. But it's really cool, and definitely get the mojito. I can't speak for the other drinks, but the mojito was really good. Okay, explorers, I have shared with you the best local eats and drinks in Aruba in this Aruba travel guide. I shared with you 6 different restaurants, which was Lucy's, Big Mama's, O'Neill's Korean Kitchen, Burt's Place, Faro, Blanco. So definitely check those out when you're in Aruba. You will not be disappointed. And if you just want drinks, go to Apotek or Hoya and Oranjestad. You will not be disappointed. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. It is free for you to do so, and it helps me provide more and better content to you in the future. And if you're already subscribed, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Please make sure you share this video with your friends, family, and your social media networks so they can learn about the places to eat and drink in Aruba for their upcoming trip there. And if you are interested in supporting my business even further, you can hit the thanks button down below to leave me a little tip, or check out my travel merchandise store to purchase something to show that you're the traveling queen or king that you are, which will in turn make me provide better content to you in the future. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day or night wherever in the world you are. Bye.